Can you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Salute. Sundiero. There we go. Yep. Working good.
Oh, dang.
Hmm.
Looks like he's yelling lame.
I thought so too.
Don't tell the artist. They did a very good job.
They did a great job. Slightly different font choice next time. That's like with metal bands where like you have no idea what the font says.
Oh, I have my little bag, and I can't tell what the artist's name is because it's in metal font.
Oh no.
It looks like Art Attack, but I'm not sure. And I want to tell people where I got my bag. This is why I do mine in, like, boring-ass font. There it goes. Always do your thing in boring-ass font. Artist tips number 1.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I am not reacting on my tuber.
Mm.
Blah. There we go.
There you go.
I am mute, apparently. Hello, everybody. This will hopefully be the last stream of the month. We'll
Yay.
see. People keep coming in last minute, so...
Just power sliding in under the wire.
We got a late 40, so we'll start with that one. The rest are 10, so hopefully they'll be done quick.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone had their nice Crimbo time if they celebrate.
No.
We had cake and fried chicken, and we watched the Muppets Christmas Carol, which was awesome. We sat there and talked about art stuff in it the whole time. It was nice.
I do that about everything I watch.
Mm-hmm. I learned from listening to Wife. There are many things that I do not know. And
If
that is
Nari
my
had
son.
an eye patch for his top eye, would you just put, like... Would you get that Japanese one? That's like the square with the 2 sides, and you just put it on his ears?
I was thinking they would just give him like a Beatles wig so the hair would cover the third eye. Like a mullet.
That is not how you cover an eye.
Well, if he had a bunch of hair there, it wouldn't have a problem now, would he?
It'd get hair all in the eye. He's
Nah.
injured.
Bangs. It would cover it.
Mine's hairless, so that wouldn't even work.
True. It would look extra silly because now you have a naked cat that's got bangs. Or I guess you could do it blindfold. That's always nice too.
That would just be a headband.
It's true, it would. He's got like the #1 headband from Samurai. From Samurai. What was it? Not Samurai Jack. Fuck. What was that one? The samurai one with Afro Samurai. I was trying to get to the name of it, and I was like, that samurai one, what had the afro? Oh, yeah. I had that happen to me today. There was somebody who was looking for a TV for an order, and I was like, oh yeah, if it's not in the main spot, it'd be in the secondary spot. And I was like, wait. Main implies that there should be a second. Let's go look in the second, and sure enough, just like, oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. This is a silly day. We had...
Oh, you got holiday brain.
Yeah. Man, those Next Playgrounds. We had one of those, literally was in, I guess, in an order, and they hold it for like a couple days kind of thing. And then if the person doesn't like actually pay for the order, then it doesn't get like picked up.
Dang, so is it sitting around there? Everyone's trying to get that for Christmas.
Yeah, it sat there for
That
a couple
sucks.
days. Legit, I got the thing from returns, put it in the case. It was there for 15 minutes, and somebody came and bought it.
Yep, sounds right. That's kind of sad. Someone could have got that for Christmas.
Yep. Well,
Though maybe the person died. I don't fucking know.
it's probably a scalper.
Yeah, it's probably a scalper. They're all scalpers. The person who probably got it was a scalper.
No, he got it for his kid.
I mean, yeah.
His kid was there. But like, yeah, no, I'm sure it was a scalper who was trying to find somebody to buy it at, $400 instead of $200. But like, man, swinging a whiff on that one. And like,
They do that with everything now.
they really do. Because it's
Like, no one's gonna be able to buy anything, period, because everyone's gonna be buying it for extra and just to see if it fucking sells for extra.
it's just that flipper, like, it's become a culture kind of thing. There actually is a like streaming thing now where you can live stream yourself when you're at a place and people can make bids on a thing that you see. So like when a new action figure comes out or something like that. It is absolutely gross. And like I saw somebody doing it one time, and this is how I found out about it, because I saw him doing it, and there was another guy looking at Lego stuff, and he goes, "Oh, that's such and such," and I was like, "What is that?" He goes, "It's where they're bidding on stuff, and then if somebody bids on it, he'll pick it up for them and then go sell it to them." And it's like, that's gross. What the fuck? It's bad enough people are sitting there getting the little minifigs out of Lego sets and flipping those. They just return the Lego set. They just steal the little figures out of it. That was something the actual Lego vendor lady was telling me about back in Virginia. Because she's like, yeah, they sell for $10 a pop or more. It's like, why can't y'all just enjoy things? It's that, you gotta make infinite money forever. It's just...
Well, unfortunately, there's also, like, you can't 100% blame them. Like, things cost so much today. You need, like, 12 income streams.
Yeah.
And this is one that you can kind of do without too much straightforward investment besides just the investment for the product. Especially if you're unemployed. What else you
Yeah.
got to do but wander around stores, see if they have the thing people are, like, betting on online. I think it's also one of the reasons the betting things are up so much now, not just because they, like, decriminalized it, but also because, like, things are very expensive. A lot of people are not able to afford everything. And there's this one thing, someone comes on TikTok is like, yo, you can be a scalper and make this much money. Like,
Yeah. I got this whole garage full of card packs and I'll make millions. And like, well, you're garbage, but okay.
if you make a few more bucks, that's some more groceries you can buy. I hate to say it, most of these people...
Yeah, most of the people I see are not like...
Yeah.
They're not like hardcore. They're not making a bunch of money off it. It's like the old guy that comes in every morning to see if there's new NECA figures. Like...
Yeah. Whenever something like that happens, you can't 100% blame the people. Sometimes you gotta blame the fact that we live in a fucking hellscape.
And some of them are rich assholes. I do.
Yeah,
believe
some are also just people who want to make more money.
them. I mean, that's
Blame them too.
people like Logan Paul and those grifters and shit. Like, fuck those guys. There was one guy. He would always come in, like he's in his military outfit and everything like that, and he's coming in and just scooping up all of the like little action figures and stuff when like a new one comes out. It's like, bro, you come in here and you just grab all the McFarlane things, and half the time he'd go hide it because he's going to try and see if any of the local people want to buy it from him. The rest of the time, it's just like, man, come on. Like, I can see your, stripes and shit on your outfit. You are not hurting for money. You're just a dick.
And the more that harder they make to get it, the more they can get off it too. So, double win for them.
Yeah, back in Virginia, the biggest problem, which the guy eventually got arrested for, was there was a guy in Virginia Beach running a toy store. And what he'd do was he'd organize all the scalpers in the area. And he'd send them out to grab things and stuff like that, because they could, get credit there in the store on things, or they could get stuff kind of deal. And if they were going to him, then they would get better, money from him and that kind of stuff. And then he became the only source for a lot of things because all of the scalpers were grabbing shit for him. And they eventually grabbed him because like all of the thieves were also bringing their stolen shit to him, and he knew it. So they finally got his ass because he just had half a store full of stolen shit. Lego sets and things like that. That's just gross. I did do my good deeds for the day though, because there was people getting their kids Apple Pens for Christmas because they got their iPad kind of thing, right? And they're like, oh, we want to get this one, and it's like, well, the only thing that one does is give pressure sensitivity, and it only works on the larger iPads. So you need this one, which is much cheaper.
If you can learn to work with the tilt, which I have not, that can be better for you than pressure sensitivity to begin with.
Oh no, it physically doesn't work. Like it actually won't connect.
Yeah, but like tilts can be just as effective.
Yeah. Well, like your size iPad can't use the Pro, like the Pencil Pro. It doesn't connect. It has to be with the iPad Pro. The 13-inch
When I'm on the
one.
iPad, I just use vector lines
Right.
and adjust line width because like it's hard enough to draw on that thing.
But like that's the thing. Like you think, oh yeah, the Pro one is the nicer one, and it is, but also you can't use it on certain ones. Like it doesn't work at all. So like that would have been upset parents and everything else. It's like no, get this one.
I remember drawing on it while I was in the dentist's office, and it took me like maybe like 2 to 3 hours working on that one piece that I drew, and it was a piece I could have finished in like 30 minutes normally.
Yeah, because it's such a difference in drawing.
Yeah. It didn't look bad, but it was definitely different. Plus, I didn't have all my assets in there.
This one little kid was he was there, Christmas money kind of thing, right? So he was getting a headset and his mom's like, so don't you want to get a wireless one? He's like, no, Mom, I do want a wired one. And I was like, look, this wired one is really good and has the same or better than all these wireless ones. It's also half the cost. And he's like, yeah, I can get that one and then I can go get some Legos. And this little kid was so excited.
Legos!
Because that would save him the money, but it was like the console that he's playing on, you plug the headset into the controller, not the actual like console, which is what the mom thought. So she was like, you don't, if you get a wireless one, you won't have to sit close to the console anymore, because she was trying to be nice. It was just like, oh, no, it doesn't work that way. Here. And he was so excited to get the little headset. Because it's one of the, it's a newer one that came out this year, but it has like redonkulously big speakers in it. But it's also like super comfy and sounds really good. But it's wired. So a lot of people didn't like try it out because, it's wired. Everybody wants wireless, but it's like,
I prefer wired, but
Yeah.
they're harder to get.
it's like, no, this is really good. Like,
Except for like my walking around headphones, I guess.
yeah. Well, like that would be one thing, but like if you're just sitting there at your desk, or you're, in that case, like it plugs into the controller kind of thing, it's like, no. You'd have to pay like $150 to get the quality of this one that's $40 because it's wired. And then they can get more stuff. That's the part I'm happy with it. See little kids all excited to get stuff. That's fun. It brings me joy.
Try and get this little kissy mark good enough.
Kitty face. X3. Ooh, smooches you. I always
Kissing it better!
Yeah. I always like Nari in a cone anyways.
Yeah, I was tempted.
Leshy in the trouble bubble. He just looks like a terrarium.
No, you just put him in a hamster ball and let the little fucker go.
Oh man, I wish I'd been able to take a picture of that one time. Mom put Rosie out in like the little like baby octagon kind of thing, where they can be in a spot, but it had like
Gay baby jail.
yeah, it had a little mesh top over the gay baby jail, and because that way Rosie couldn't jump out and go running around. Well, Rosie was smart enough. She realized that she could roll the gay baby jail on its side and still run around in the yard.
You can't stop me, mother!
So you see this idiot dog just tumbleweeding the gay baby jail around the front yard.
Good.
Fucking cackling. His mom has to go chase the dog down.
I will not be stopped, mother. I crave freedom.
She had to put tent pegs on the gay baby jail to prevent it.
You know the dog was fucking confused. Why a gay baby jail no move?
She did. She tried it again.
Of course she tried it again. Why would you not? It's like that one video where a chick's doing Lego with the dog on the outside and he just Fallout jumps over it.
Just boing. Clips through things.
And then they're like, oh. Now that was the one where like they didn't program the dog to go through the thing, so it just turned into a people.
Yeah, yeah.
A people-shaped dog.
The horror terror as it goes over the thing.
Yeah. As you do.
Oh, man.
Normal dogs can do that, right?
Obviously, that's how dogs work. Haven't you seen dogs? They look like they can do that.
That person animates so well, but they very rarely animate. So it's wild whenever they do, because it's like one of the best things you've ever seen. It gets like 5 bajillion likes.
They just unleash horror upon the internet every
It's
so
not even
often.
horror, like it's usually pretty cute.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I think that's a lot of fun.
It's one of those artists that just pop out of their hole and it's like, hello, here's the most amazing thing you've seen, and then they just go back in their hole.
You go to just slide the little thing out and a billion hearts fall on it. Ah, neat. And then they're gone again.
I'm not taking any commissions for the rest of the year. I am going to work on my own comics. I've already finished 2 of them.
Nice.
One just before the stream. Just barely. I try to start around like 4:55. I was fucking posting that thing at 4:58.
There's that one artist that I watch that does the Kill 6 Billion Demons. They they posted one just before Christmas, and they're like, okay, I'm going to be back at the end of January, and it's like, okay, I'll see you then. Because like they don't really have like a schedule. They're pretty erratic, and I don't care. When they show up, I'm like, oh, neat, and I go and I look at their stuff, and then they're gone again for however, might be 2 days, might be a month. I don't care.
Yeah, I like that better. I'd rather get a piece of work that the artist feels is somewhat satisfying. There's obviously some people you can't do that with.
Right.
Because they'll just work forever.
Yep.
But if you have a team, usually like they'll figure something out as far as like distribution, thankfully.
Yeah.
But like if the Digital Circus doesn't come out on a regular schedule, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. They have other.
I'm enjoying what I got.
Mm-hmm. And they have other income streams, so they're not hurting.
They're making a bunch of other crap.
So they can just take their time and put it out when they're done, and that's good.
I prefer it not be like years in between.
Right.
But maybe like 1 or 2 a year is fine.
Yeah.
Hell, even just 1 a year, like I'd be satisfied with that.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, I think a lot more media should have less content, because I feel like we get so much media so fast and so often
we just
that we don't have time to like sit and like chill on it and rewatch it and think about it anymore.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like we went and rewatched Digital Circus, and it's like seeing stuff again afterwards. It's like, oh wow, yeah, you can see this. You can tell like when they were starting to get into their own, and then you can see when they got the Netflix money to let them do more work.
I know, that is like so wild to watch. They were still getting pretty good by like the second episode. You could see the improvement.
Mm-hmm.
But you can definitely see the Netflix money.
Yeah, like you can see, okay, we're into our groove with working on these characters, and it shows, and now here's a ton of money.
That was the most wild jump, and I would have not... If you had told me, like, oh yeah, this indie animation got money, and they actually used it to make it look better, and it's one of the best, like, animated things you've fucking seen in years, including, like, professional level Disney crap, I'd be like, what? And then I'd watch it like, oh fuck, that is some of the best animation I've seen in years, including professional level Disney crap.
I was like, okay, but...
Why does this look so much better?
Like, okay, but how better are we talking? Okay, sit down and watch this. Wow.
Yeah, like, I still say that Digital Circus has some of, like, the best just character animation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not, like, over-the-top, blow-your-mind fight scenes or anything like that. That is not what I'm looking for. But as far as character animation goes, like I think like the little touches and everything they put on them is some of the best I've seen in the business period.
They're so expressive.
There's so many like micro things, and it's with
Yeah.
like CG, which is extra hard. You can see when Pomni talks, not only do you see like her eyes are always twitching in certain ways to show when she's
They're very
thinking, but you can
expressive.
also see like when she's more exasperated, her cheeks
The
will
little cheek
poof
things,
out
yeah.
more when she makes noises, and her chin will go down.
And she'll make the face.
Yeah, and it's just in action and like the constant little shifts and stuff. It's sometimes maybe partially a little over animated, but it's a cartoony thing, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter. Like you can over animate with cartoons just fine.
It's kind of like stage acting.
Yeah.
And like it really you can see the 2D boarding that they bring to the 3D animation as well. Cause man, like they put a lot of work into it and it looks really good in motion.
It's probably the first in a long time where someone got more money that I've palpably seen them put more love
Yeah.
into the thing they were making, which is sad, but it's true because a lot of times, like when a company gets more money, I wouldn't even say indie companies, like if you see like games and stuff, like Toby puts more love into his shit, obviously. But a lot of things that get more money, like it ends up getting towards the shareholders or the CEO or something like that. Money just makes the company bigger, and now there's more people to pay
Yeah.
and more people who aren't working on the thing, and it just kind of like lowers. Sometimes the thing gets worse.
Definitely. I would say like look at Star Citizen, which has had almost to $1 billion now. And they don't even have an alpha of the game. It is just a money hole. Whereas like No Man's Sky started off pretty garbage and they put in work and love and care into it and it has progressively gotten better and better, and that guy has progressively gotten more and more money, which he has then folded back into doing more shit.
They also managed to avoid like what do you call it, feature creep?
Yes.
Because that also affects a lot of. It affects games more, but it does affect
Yes.
indie animation. Like you add more episodes, you add more. They did add another episode instead of 8. I think there's gonna be 9 or
Yeah.
whatever. Like they split the last one, but that's because they're like the story needs more time to breathe. Not we want more money.
Yeah, and one of the things like they seemed like they were really coming into their own before the Netflix money as far as organization, boarding, getting their stuff in. Their animators were more comfortable with the characters. So it just seemed like when they got the money, they were like, okay, well now we can spend it on more work and
More plushies to sell to more people to make more money.
more effort can go into this. We can do more things that we were holding off on because it would have taken time and money. Well, now we have the money and we always have the time. So now we can do more stuff and it shows.
I haven't heard anything bad about them not paying their animators or voice actors or anything. They
Yeah.
seem to be like on the level with this. Actually, Glitch, as far as I can tell, seems to be a pretty good company to work for.
Yeah, they really do seem like they're just kind of okay, we have some money. You're already doing a thing. Do your thing a little better. And we'll see what goes. And so now, we have the Gaslight District and Guinevere and Black and Daisy. Like, they just really seem like they're like, we don't care about making all of the money. Do your thing and we'll see what happens. Because, like, if they cared about making all the money, they would have probably gone back and redone Murder Drones or something.
Well, they did make a new video. That would have cost more money than it really would have been worth if they did that. Just like they probably, like I was talking about how, like, now they got the nicer animation. It'd be cool if they went back and, like, edited the first few episodes. But, like,
They probably
you
won't,
already
yeah.
have the video. Like, you don't need to make a new one. That would just be more money and effort than it was really worth.
Yeah.
Maybe if they did like a Blu-ray of the whole thing as a movie, they might do the Madoka thing where they go in and like
Edit it all together.
they edit it all together and they fix like a little
Yeah.
bit, like an animation here or there. But
Yeah.
I don't think they would entirely re-render the whole thing. That would just be
A
dumb
lot.
and wasteful.
Yeah.
It would be a waste of everyone's time. I would like it because I would like to see like that level of animation on the whole thing, but I don't think it. I also don't think it's really worth the time.
You think you're going to get a Madoka treatment, but what you actually get is End of Eva.
Well, the Madoka treatment, like when they did turn it into movies,
Mm-hmm.
they like reanimated a few scenes and changed some things.
Yeah.
It's really not big enough to tell unless you see like a compilation of them side by side.
So it's just kind of like touch-ups and things that they wanted to do
Yeah,
better.
it's like some shots are slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
I know the transformations are changed a little in some places because one, like they had like ever so slight brief
Mm-hmm.
nudity in some of them, and they got rid of that, which I liked, especially like in the last scene. I thought one of the best things they did for like the scene where Madoka's talking to Homura in space and stuff, like while she's redoing the universe.
Mm-hmm.
In the original, they were nude, but like their bodies from like the collarbone down were basically galaxies.
Right.
I always thought that looked really weird. So instead of that, just having an outline of a 14-year-old girl's body, which is a little uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
they put like these photorealistic lace on them to look like dresses, which
Huh.
fit with like the abstract eldritchness
Especially
that
with the witches.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the witches, like how they're made of like paper cut shit. And I thought that looked way better, and it was prettier and much less distracting.
Yeah.
Because, like, these girls are talking in space, and, like, you're just above their little 14-year-old titties with your gradient of space, and I don't really want to see the outline of a 14-year-old girl. I'm sorry, even though you draw them to look like Pez dispensers.
Ooh,
It's
Subway.
just uncomfortable.
Get a foot-long pretzel at Subway.
Subway.
Eat flesh.
It must be confusing in places where they actually have subways, like the thing you ride.
Yeah, like a subway station.
I guess you'd call it the subway instead of Subway.
I'm at the Subway. You want anything? Rat. Give me rat.
Rat.
I want a Rat King. We have Rat Kings at home.
Enjoy tree leshy.
Hey. Grimboy tree, oh, Grimboy tree.
They wanted a decorative bush. Shave your bush like a little Christmas tree.
It would look like a Charlie Brown tree.
With Leshy, that'd just be his whole cock. Look, I shaped my bits look like a Christmas tree. Oh, that's not your pubes, that's your whole penis. Yeah, it looks like a Christmas tree. He would be so happy.
Leshy's just one of those like decorative botany plants.
Yeah.
Oh man, bonsai Leshy. Just a little teeny Leshy and a little planter.
There's that one artist that does a lot of Leshy cat, and they have Leshy get like smaller and bigger depending on the time of year.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense. Like in the springtime, he's just a little sprout. He's just like a little tiny Leshy in a little pot.
Yeah, he goes into like hibernation.
Leshy has different types of plants.
I wanted to do a Leshy like at all times of the year, where like spring he'd be blooming, and
Yeah.
summer he'd be like lush and green, and then in the fall he'd be like brown, but then in the winter he'd just be like a terrifying fucking wood skull.
Just like a scarecrow shambling at you.
Yeah.
Like, has anybody seen Leshy? And then the scarecrow in the field cackles, I ate a bird yesterday.
That's where they should put him. Put him in the fucking... Make him a scarecrow. He'd eat the meat, but you'd still have a scarecrow and you wouldn't have to get any resources.
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about the plants. He just eats the birds because it's funny.
He's just an idiot.
Leshy in the garden. He's got himself half buried in the ground so he looks like the cabbages, but he's got his mouth open the whole time.
I think Leshy would eat the Joker.
Leshy's that flat fish that's at the bottom of the ocean that just like whomps on things when it goes by. Creature in the dirt.
This is Leshy. This is the creature. Man, I posted that mistletoe thing and a lot of people liked it.
Aw.
It was funny.
It was
Y'all are
funny.
wrong.
Mistletoe was funny.
That was funny. Y'all, it's the people who are wrong. So says the artist.
That one guy where he's like standing up and saying stuff and everybody's staring at him, just having your face. I'm funny. Y'all are wrong.
Yeah. I think that sometimes when I post shit and it doesn't like pop off, I was like, that was funny. Y'all are wrong.
This one's for the fan. Yay!
My patrons.
Leshy Bald or Leshy Crimbo Tree? It's true. Leshy Bald is pretty funny. Leshy with like a huge chunk missing out of the side of his head. Y'all got any Miracle Grow? I got a headache.
If you got him a Christmas tree skirt, what do you wear? Like a real skirt?
Yes. He'd have like a Christmas tree maid outfit.
I think he'd like the maid outfit.
He would. Leshy forcibly pulled away from the maid outfits.
Though my Leshy wouldn't. My Leshy doesn't like clothes. He
It's
would much rather just be fully naked.
true, but he'd be in a skirt, so he's got his sticks and berries out.
Well, he doesn't wear any underwear or pants in mine, and he's just wearing an extra long shirt, which is only extra long because he basically chewed the top off, so now it's off the shoulder.
Got him twigs and berries out for everyone.
I like to think his butt shows a lot.
You just see the backside of Leshy, and he's just got like the big fluffy tail and then the whack butt cheeks.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. If I have a chance, I like to put his butt cheeks in there. Everyone shall look at the Leshy butt cheeks. You have no choice.
A good and objectively hilarious choice. I mean, to be fair, you put butt cheeks out on the little plushie of me, so.
Yeah, so it's funny. I
It's
gotta
funny.
put the Leshy charms up. I forgot to do that today. Oh, you can't see it with your eye. I was too busy trying to finish that comic. And doing the smut part for it.
Woo!
I was gonna do it one way, but now I might do it another.
Nari be like,
Where are these plugged in?
he's half plant, so, you know, it's got a potato battery going.
No, it's true.
That kind of
You
thing.
just plug shit into Leshy and it lights up.
See that, or just the static from him just walking around.
He's dirt power. He's grounded. All right, Leshy done.
Woo!
Boop.
Limsy.
Let's see if we can finish everybody tonight.
Woo! You know, I always see protogen furries, but I never see much protogen furry smut. I imagine that would just be like licking a battery.
Are these the one that people were like fighting over? Or whatever?
Yeah, they were the ones that the person was like, this is a closed species, and everyone's like, lol, nah.
I mean, I guess it was like their character.
They tried to be like, this is a closed species, and you can only get this species by buying it off my cool and awesome thing. And everyone's like, lol, nah, I'm gonna make my own damn ones.
What they're called, a protogen? I want to see if I can
Yeah.
get it facing forward. I don't know how this little snoot looks.
I was gonna say, that might be a good luck. Everybody draws some 3/4 angle off to the
I kind of
side.
like that one.
Yeah.
Where it's sideways.
Blue screen.
Actually, I might do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. They say when I'm buffering, I'll just get rid of their face.
Yeah.
It's a screen.
Uh-oh, he's buffering.
Do you think Kane fakes the times when he's like
Definitely.
buffering and shit?
He, like, at least
Or
throw
at the
it
very
down.
least, he might know he's buffering.
Yeah. Because it's not that it says he's not, like, aware during those times. It's just whatever he's thunking on is taking a lot of processing power. He still knows what's going on.
Oh, I was just wondering if he did it like intentionally, but he's not actually buffering or anything like that.
Yeah, I think the one with Jax was definitely fake. I think he like pretend blue screened over that one. But there's been a couple of times where he's like bugged out a bit.
Yeah, I think those are sincere.
Yeah. I just think he's neat.
Of course you do.
He's a showman having a meltdown trying to get people entertained.
I didn't like him like too much. Like I thought he was a fun character and stuff, but then someone was like, he's like an artist who no one can ever like his art because it's actively harmful to them. And I was like, ah, that makes me sad. No, don't make me relate to the weirdo. No, I am also an artist who really wants people to like my shit.
You relate to the weirdo. You married me.
You're not an artist.
I'm not a weirdo.
You're a weirdo, but you're not an artist. We have a different flavor of suffering. Not more, not less. Flavors. Oh boy.
Ooh.
I know some people upped like theirs in the middle, and if you don't put in a request that for that month, or haven't done it yet, and you up, you can put in one for the new one, and just delete the old one.
Yeah.
But if I've already done it, unfortunately, you don't get to. That's I have very few rules. Just gotta be Twitch safe, and that's like the other one. Oh, no Beavis and Butthead.
That's only because someone already did that. Her suffering was legendary.
I hate it.
Has anybody tried to make you do Ren and Stimpy art style? I think you
I don't know if that would be as bad.
Really?
I don't know. I don't really think I can do it without reference. Like, that's a fairly unique style. I think I'd have to grab references of it to do it, but I don't know how terrible that would be.
I mean, it's deliberately ugly, so...
But it's stylized, so it's got like that, it's got some charm to it. It's not meant to look like someone's doodle on a sketchbook. It's meant to look disgusting on purpose, and I
Yeah.
don't really think that's like my style, but I have a respect for it. There's a certain name for that, but I don't know what it is because I'm not in those circles.
What, like the deliberately ugly art
Yeah.
like that?
You see it a lot on like the
Yeah.
80s monster things and stuff like that, where it's like characters that are supposed to be like ugly and extra detailed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is.
Do you think that Super Jail falls under that?
I think Super Jail is under more of the Beavis and Butthead type style. It is purposely designed to look like it is a doodle. But it looks better than Beavis and Butthead. I almost didn't watch Super Jail because I did not like the art style because it did look like Beavis and Butthead. But like someone's like, this is some of the best animated shit you can see right now. I was like, ah, crap, it is. But it's still ugly. I still hate it. I still hate that style. I'm sorry.
It's deliberately ugly, but man, it is really good animation. Fucking wibbly ass Super Jail.
I mean, I don't like the style for Has-Been either, but like I can still see its appeal. I just don't like it. I don't like that one specifically because it's like the opposite of my style.
Yeah.
So I don't enjoy drawing it in general.
Because everybody is long and lanky.
Yeah, and very pointy, and like they're more expression than face.
Yeah.
They don't really have a head. You could probably draw them like this, and that would be enough.
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah. Like, they got no head to their expression. They are just an expression.
Hell, like there's
They could be floating eyes, nose, and mouth, and you would know who that character is.
I was about to say there's
That's about the only thing that differentiates them from each other, so you'd have to, I guess.
There's that one character that is just a TV head. So, like, it literally is just a square with an expression.
I mean, at least he actually has a head. The rest are just kind of
Yeah.
vague shapes.
Triangles.
Yeah, I just don't care for it.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't care for it. My style is very different. My style is very soft and vinyl and I want everything I have to look like you can like hold it in your hand.
Yeah. There was that one, kind of similar to Metalocalypse, Primal. The one
I
with,
never
the
watched
cave-
that.
Apparently
It was
that
like after I had gotten off cable in general.
right. Apparently that one is also like very gorgeous, like animation wise.
That one looks nice though.
Yeah. Well, that one's done. I don't know if it's done by them, but it's done like the Metalocalypse style. So like it is done.
Oh yeah,
really,
where
really-
it's like the Toon Boom almost paper cut thing.
Yeah, it's very nice.
That's wild. You can do that much animation in Toon Boom because it does not encourage it. Toon Boom is basically a better version of Flash. You can morph stuff better, so it looks a little better, but it is very stiff. It's one of the reasons so much adult animation is just like a character standing there.
Yeah.
Even the ones that have more animation, like Rick and Morty, like Toon Boom encourages that kind of thing. The media you work in encourages certain things, and some people can get out of it, and some people can't. And sometimes it's just not like financially viable not to.
Yeah. So I mean, like once you've got your rig in Toon Boom, then you're just kind of wibbling around the parts of it.
Yeah.
And that does save a lot of time on animation and work. So like, yeah, I understand.
It's not a bad thing, but it is a limiting thing. And it's one of the reasons why so much Western animation looks the same now,
Yeah.
because they are doing it like that.
And it makes sense.
At least like Western animation that's done by companies.
Yeah.
Look at Rick and Morty. Not Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is one of them that does it a lot. But even down to like regular show and how every character is just this body that just stands there
Yeah.
in the same poses all the time. I think regular show is worse at it. Like you don't watch regular show because it's animated well. You watch it because their characters are done well. Though I never really watched it. Same with Rick and Morty. You don't watch it for the animation, man. And some can get beyond that. Hell, look at Family Guy. Like, it was made for Toon Boom. Everyone just stands in a slot. Because Family Guy looks like old cartoon, old like comic strips.
Right.
Where everyone basically just stood there and talked at each other.
You know, Flintstones and news like Sunday comics kind of thing.
Because those are designed to be reproduced very easily and fast. So, of course, they all look the same.
Yeah.
Like, every panel would look fairly similar. You could probably cut panels from previous Peanuts comic and make a new Peanuts comic with just new text, and it would work fine.
And again, like that could be good as far as like costs and stuff, but it would be limiting as far as like your expressiveness. Whereas like Boondocks is a lot more
Yeah.
expressive and things like that, but it also took them
Yeah.
much longer and much more money to do it.
And look how, like, slow Boondocks comes out compared to, like, other things. Unfortunately, that's what you get. You can get a lot of content done a lot more simply, or you can get less content done a lot more expressively, and neither one of those is necessarily going to be a good piece of content. That's another thing. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what you're doing with something. It's what you make with it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like, that is not a guarantee. If you give someone, like, all the money in the world, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to make a good, outcome. Look at the guy who worked on The Thief and the Cobbler. And
Yeah.
how he, like, died making that animated movie. And it's, like, the parts that he did do are some of the most amazing-looking things you'll ever see in animation, especially, like, 2D hand-drawn cell animation of all
Yeah,
things. But he died making it. It took like 30 years.
It's gorgeous and half finished.
Yeah, so you can make like a Rick and Morty thing animation-wise incredibly quickly, like, and it could technically, you might like that better. And are you really going to risk putting that much effort into something if you don't even know people are going to like it when it comes out?
Like, as cool as it is, a James Baxter is a risk. That's a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of risk because, like, not everything is going to be All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's not going to be...
All Dogs Go to
guaranteed.
Heaven didn't even do good.
Yeah.
Like, the only movie that Don Bluth, who I think died recently, sorry Don Bluth, the only movie of his that really got, like, critical acclaim and did well was The Rats of Nim.
Yeah.
Like, that's
figure.
it. The
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah.
Even Anastasia, which actually I think made the most money because it was like a Disney knockoff, which is the one thing he didn't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you do all this work in animation, you're not going to get your money back, and unfortunately, that's exactly what you have to do to make animation. And these days, you can have little weirdos who really appreciate that, like the fandom for Digital Circus and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll buy, like, a bunch of weirdos will buy your merch if
Yeah.
you make weird shit, thankfully, because they like your weird shit and they want to see more of it. You can always kind of make it these days off of that niche crowd, but back then, like, the little niche crowd, one, can't get merch out to them because that would be too difficult.
Yeah, because you'd have to do a mainline, you know.
Yeah, you'd have to put it out in stores and shit.
Yeah.
But also, like, those people would be few and far between. They can't talk to each other like on the internet.
Yeah. So the world has changed a lot, and it has enabled a lot more creativity, which is nice. But it's still, like, anything beyond those, like, we think a Digital Circus is very big, but, like, really, they're pretty small fry
They are.
compared to, like, Netflix throwing money at something, compared to Amazon throwing money at something.
Compared to Disney, period.
Yeah.
Like,
Marvel
yeah, Disney
shit.
loses a lot of money making its shitty, crappy movies that they've been making lately, but they are also, like, a huge company, and they can afford to lose that.
We made
Ironically, they don't take risks, but...
I mean, you know, that one you were watching the video on yesterday where it was just like, hey, we want to make a Nutcracker movie for reasons. We're going to lose $200 million on it. Oops.
Look at Treasure Planet and how, like, that's one of the best looking movies you can watch.
Yeah.
And I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was interesting, well written, well directed. Art design was cool. Same with Atlantis. I think Atlantis is underappreciated compared to a lot of fucking movies. But they bombed.
Yeah.
They were the most creative looking ones you got. They didn't make more money than, like, Lilo and Stitch, which is a great movie. It's another one of my favorites, but it's cute and it's markable.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, you're kind of stuck in these little holes when you're in, like, a larger thing. Despite the fact that they have more money to throw at things, they'll take less of risks. Whereas, like, if you have no money to throw at things, you just take whatever the fuck you got because you ain't got no fucking money, and that's why indie shit tends to do better.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't really hear about all the indie shit that failed.
You know, and there's inertia behind, like, a huge company because once you start having investors and things like that, well, now you got to justify the money that they put in. You got to start making some returns and blah, blah, blah. And there's a lot more going into it. You start having overhead with employees and business buildings.
And you can't make small things anymore when you have investors, because that won't get the investors in.
Right.
If you told an investor about Peak or Balatro, despite the fact that they're all like, we want the next Balatro, they would not invest in that because it's a small thing that isn't specifically designed to make money, and it's not bombastic enough to get people's attention. It's not the latest thing. That's why they keep putting out these movies with, like, oh, it has, like, this amount of shit in it, or this game is, like, this new on graphics, or it's, this fancy, it's got this many things in it. And instead of, like, being, yeah, this is a good story on a small campaign and it's fun to play, which is ironically what people want more, and they realize that, and they're like, make the next Balatro, but they wouldn't invest in the next Balatro because
They wouldn't have invested in the first
they
Balatro.
they wouldn't invest in the first Balatro because it doesn't make enough money for you to put a shit ton of money into this thing. However, like on Kickstarter and stuff and things like that, that's why even with all the failures, it has been, like, responsible for a lot of really good games. A bunch of people can put in a little money into something and be like, oh yeah, I would like to see that, and then they can make that little thing. Undertale was huge. Undertale doesn't have that much going on in it.
I mean, even just like Dwarf Fortress, which is one of those things that's been around forever. Like when they put out Dwarf Fortress on Steam, they made a good amount of money. Those two guys are now set for life.
Yeah.
Because they have those two guys on a limited scale thing working on their one thing. But like a company with 100 employees and 10 investors from China who's put in $1 billion, they're going to want the next Fortnite.
Yeah, because how are you going to convince these investors to invest in your thing and not the 1,200 other things? You have to be able to be like, yeah, we're going to make the most money and have the biggest thing, and here's the stats that we can give you to tell you that this is the most money it's going to make, and these are the most bestest things that will bring people in instead of like, hey, do you want to play this? Because those people ain't playing that shit.
Here's Star Citizen with almost $1 billion invested in it. People will buy a $40,000 spaceship. Why? To say they bought a $40,000 spaceship.
A lot of the people investing who are literally like financially responsible for the games that you play these days don't play video games.
Never
They don't care.
Like it, and like I do very much appreciate ones like Devolver Digital where they're just like, hey, yeah, that seems like it's a good idea. Here's some money. Go off and do it. And if you do make your thing and it does well, we help fund you.
I appreciate Devolver Digital. I even remember, I keep rewatching that little animation they did because it's so cute. But in that, like, Cult of the Lamb is their biggest seller. But whenever they do big things, like we're having a sale, so they'll do a big picture thing, or we're going to do this whole little indie animation to advertise our things. Their biggest seller will be there, but he won't be the center of attention. And games that have been out for years will be there. Like, Carrion has been out for years. And I doubt, like, it's getting a bunch of new buyers, but they'll make sure to have it in there because it's part of their library. Enter the Gungeon has been out for years.
Yeah.
None of them are making as much money or merch as Cult of the Lamb is, but they put them in there, and I really respect that.
Yeah, because that is part of what made them. Like, they really are just, hey, make things, people like things, that's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the biggest thing in the world. It can just be. And as long as it is, that's better than trying to, make Anthem or something like that.
I appreciate that. Like, this thing is not probably making as much money as the one thing that we got making the most money, but we're still going to care about them. We're still going to put them in, and we're not going to make the Mickey Mouse, basically, of our little studio the only thing we're ever going to talk about.
Yeah.
Hell, that video was to talk about the fact that Woolhaven was coming out, basically, like, backhandedly, and it was a throwaway line.
But, like, that's good. That shows that they recognize a major portion of themselves. It's just the fact that there is more to them than one thing. And trying to, milk infinite money out of that one thing.
And that did make me replay Inscription and Carrion, so I guess it worked.
Right. Not even just like seeing that and you're like, oh, hey, what's that thing over there? I like that Borbo. And now you go get something.
Yeah, it's very cute. I always love the little art and stuff they get. They get that one artist who's done a lot of the comics and stuff usually, and she is so talented. Her stuff looks great. I would get a print of that one comic cover she got where it's the lamb standing in front of the heart. Oh, that was so pretty. But she does a lot of those, and she just makes them all look so adorable, and they're all, like, to size, which is hilarious, because, like, the lamb is, like, 2 feet tall.
I was going to say the lamb's tiny.
Yeah, the lamb is legit, like, 2 feet tall, just period, and they just keep to that. So like, the Hotline Miami guys are, like, to human scale, and then the lamb is usually, like, on top of the table or something, because you can't see them otherwise.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I've been meaning to do that for literally months. If you see, I think I put the file in there. It says like Catnip 2.1. It is like the third attempt. I'm not even joking. I, for some reason, could not get the panels to that right.
It's not the way you want it to be.
Well, I like kept redoing how I wanted like Narander to come up upon them, basically. And how I wanted that angled and stuff. Like, originally, the scene where Ewan grabs Leshy by the front was further out. Like, you could see behind them, and then Nari would come up from behind. But I thought that was, like, not visually interesting enough. So I thought, I'd flip it. But then you don't get the lamb grabbing Leshy for the front. So I did kind of a both. I did the grabbing Leshy by the neck, and then I flipped it around so it would just be the shadow behind them, because I think that's more menacing.
Yes. I always like that. Like, haha, the joke of the shadow of the peen, but like shadow looming over character is fun.
I think it would, if y'all saw the machinations of my mind trying to get just a fucking comic panel together, you'd be fucking insulted. feel like, why do you need all this? It's just one panel. It's like, I gotta get the vibe.
It's not right. We always make the joke if it's not the circly enough circle, it's got to be the correct one.
There's a certain amount of like non-textual communication done in a comic, and I want that to be done well.
Mm-hmm.
If I had like unlimited time and funding, most of my comics would probably be longer. I have to cut out a lot from my ideas. Like I'm a big on the like multiple panels to show like a change in expression.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, that isn't really needed. It just adds more work. So I make a lot of cuts. And they still end up being too long, so.
I mean,
you also have to fight the urge to over-explain things.
Right.
Because especially in like this age on the internet, my brain is like, well, they're going to wonder why this. Well, they're going to wonder why this. Do I have to do a talk? Do I have to put in a line for this or this or this? And I'm trying to cut down on that.
the show, not tell kind of thing.
Well, just not taking like every factor into communication. Like, do I have to make this extra explicitly they consent to this in the smutty comic? It's like, it's a smutty comic and they're smiling. It's fine.
Yeah.
They can just fuck.
The smutty hee-hoo comic.
Yeah. Like, I don't need, Ewan explaining, like, yes, I am okay with being picked up and dragged away. Let's go have the sex. No, you can just do a little silly face and be like, okay.
Oops, I'm an arm purse now. Pick up your vessel-like purse.
That's actually one of the things I might be changing about the smut part. Because originally I had them, like, both feet on the ground. Nari holding their horns again, because that's what he does a lot in that comic. And, like, just pinning Ewan against the wall while they do it. But I'm thinking of having Narinder hook his arms under Ewan's legs and then pull them to, like, their ears. And then hold on to their horns as they hold them up to do it.
Yes.
But do I also want to press them against a wall? And all of this is really pushing how much I've said Narinder can pick up. But we're just going to say, like, God catnip shit. For fun. But I kind of want Ewan to be folded like a sandwich.
Yes, half Nelson.
While holding the horns. Because the horns are... I curved them for a reason, okay? They're handles.
But if I'm remembering my tags right, that would be under half Nelson.
Okay.
For E621. Might be full Nelson. But yeah.
I say Ewan. You can say it however you want. It's a combination of the name, like for Ewan McGregor, and ewe like a sheep.
Yeah.
And people pronounce ewe like a bunch of different ways, such as I just say Ewan. It doesn't matter. You're not going to say their name out loud. What does it matter?
We still
You do not speak of this amongst people.
We're Southern, so we still get weird looks here just from like Urbana or Urbana.
I told him when someone says that, show them Portsmouth and ask them how they say it. Ewan. Yeah, you can say it like that. I don't give a fuck. I think the only people who really have to say the name out loud is like for people who dub comics.
Hey.
So if you're doing that, that's fine. Like, I don't, but you can pronounce it however you want. I don't care.
Ewuin is when they did the okay pose.
Yeah, that's Ewuin. Actually be Owowin, because it's the O's. Did I make that a sticker? I should make that a sticker. I need more stickers, but I don't want to pay $30 to Discord, damn it.
The Ewu.
Maybe I'll just make it an emote. I could get rid of my own emotes, but it's my Patreon Discord, and I want me on it. I already got rid of all the husband. You only had like one.
Well, you added the no and the yes, and those ones are hilarious.
They're cute! I could just make those emotes, I guess.
I just think they're funny.
Ewan. You can pronounce it. You can call them Bitch Face McGee if you want. I don't give a fuck. I also don't mind if, like, you don't get the right pronouns, but, like, I do mind if you're, like, assuming their genitals. Yeah. That's about the only thing I care about. Like, assuming they're, like, a girl or a boy. Period. Just that. You can call them whatever the fuck you want, but, like, they ain't none of your shit.
What are you? An apocalypse?
Yeah. What's in your pants? A god.
It's fucking Nari. Meow.
Yeah. I do want to do, I guess it's wormholes, not phone sex, of the, like, Uin and Nari just going around, because the Make Love comic is going to end in a Not Safe for Work one, where basically Uin uses the crown to go inside Nari while Nari's inside them. Mm-hmm. So you get, technically double penetration?
Double Mobius reach around.
Double Mobius penetration. There you go. I'd love to do a comic where, like, either Nari or Uin or both have, like, because you can split the crown in two, I guess. Both have, like, ones in them just all day long, and they have to act like they don't have a cock in them the whole time.
Just walking around.
And then you do the warp hole phone crown sex.
Uin just walking around smugly, Nari on the ground
No,
dying.
that's the thing. I think Uin would fall apart first. But that also, like, Nari has a sub button. So, and it's their prostate.
Calamar walking by.
Calamar would know.
Calamar would know. It's just be like, pathetic.
Calamar would know immediately. I do want to draw a comic, because I've said this before, like, as a post, where I'm not sure if I'm going to do it with, like, a little young god Nari or maybe Baby Bell, where they just go up to... It would make more sense with a baby Nari. Where they go up to Shimura and Calamar and ask where babies come from, or like, what is sex, or something like that. And Calamar's like all excited. He's like, oh my god, I'm gonna get all the books, and I'm gonna we gotta discuss consent, and then this, and then kinks, and then Shimura just goes, it's some naked bullshit. Don't even worry about it.
Nari, yes. That would actually be really funny to have it be baby Nari just be like, yes, I thought so, and then leaves. Shimura, visibly disappointed. Or, sorry, Calamar.
Yeah, Calamar would be like, Shimura! Don't teach him those words.
Calamar, the fun ruined.
Calamar is very sex positive. Shimura is very no.
Shimura, how about I don't?
They just don't want to. Mm-hmm. Understandable. It is some naked bullshit.
It is some naked bullshit. But then again, have you seen Goat? Now you have.
Well, the goat one is a little different. It's not necessarily... their relationship isn't sex repulsed. It's more like, I would like to use sex to manipulate you, and I am too stupid to realize that you want to have sex with me. In any way, shape, or form, even if you're lying. That is their relationship, okay? That's what I've done with it. Just goes over the goat's stupid little horns.
Literally no thoughts, had a thought, but realized it was too much thinking that needed.
That's why I got the, goat with Shimura. Whereas Uin values Narendra because they gave them a reason to live, because someone finally relates to them and values them. The goat values Shimura because someone finally gave them direction in their life. Mm-hmm. But they both do that to an extent where, like, they literally won't let the other person leave anymore.
Yeah.
And that's why they gotta, like, fight them and jump. It's toxic relationships everywhere.
It's toxic all
I
over.
like them.
They're fun to explore, but not in person.
They do. I was thinking of maybe starting the sketch for the goat background comic with the lore of that world and stuff. I'm antsy about it. If I do it, I'd like to maybe post it to the Reddit, but I've never really posted anything actually related to my own content there besides, like, fun meme shit. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And I worry, like, it'd be too complex, but it'd be an isolated story within its own thing, and I could just be like, this is, like, the goat lore I came up for myself and nobody else. Because I'd like to share it, because it'd be kind of an abstract, artsy thing that would just cover the basic story of it. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to risk that. Reddit, the Cult of Lamb Reddit's been very nice to me so far, but I have had mean Reddits before. Please be nice to me. I just want to post art. Also, I'd have to probably tone down the horniness of the goat design, which I think some people wouldn't like.
Yeah,
You horny little bitches.
It's Reddit, so they get pissy about what gender is it.
No, they just get really horny if I post anything too thigh-y with my lamb.
Oh, that's fair. Well, post the goat. It's funny.
Goat. Goat, goat, goat.
Goat, the brick wall.
Which means, yeah, I'd probably have to tone down the goat's big old peck tits.
Hey, take old biddies.
And maybe slightly defem Shimura. But I've been thinking about doing that anyway. I'm not sure I entirely like their outfit.
It's an excuse for a fashion show.
But I'm going to keep the comic fairly abstract, so there really won't be a full shot of Shimura until, like, the defeat. So, it may not matter.
Shimura in little outfits for funsies.
No.
Calamar would. You can't stop Calamar from doing fashion shows.
I'm also not fully going to design everybody else. They're just going to be in silhouettes. They're going to be different, but I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy, y'all.
Hey. Ah, they like their lamb thighs.
Yeah, but so does Reddit, and not in a way I want to read the comments of outside of my Patreon. If I'm being 100, okay?
That's fair.
I don't need the Gooner squad coming up on me unless, like, they consent to see all my goon shit. Y'all get to see it because y'all consented.
Wife over here like, y'all need some cactus juice because you're thirsty. It's the quenchiest. Extra trout.
I don't know. I'm fine with, like, people being attracted to my character and stuff. In fact, I encourage it greatly. But I like it in dedicated spaces.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I ask.
That's fair.
Otherwise, it just seems kind of awkward. I don't know. They'll be horny on main, I suppose.
Meanwhile, every time you post Belle.
Yeah. Well, I'm fine if they're horny as long as it's, like, in little comments and stuff like that. Again, I encourage it.
Be fair, Belle.
But it's usually, like, in dedicated spaces, so it's fine. Just where anyone can see it on any Reddit is a little weird. I don't know. They're horny, like, not in fangirl ways, so I'm always a little uncomfortable.
That's fair.
I think the thing I posted was that print, the one, yeah, and they were like, thighs, and I was like, this is covered in blood.
Look upon.
Like, I appreciate the thighs, but I work very hard on this. Can you appreciate other things about it?
Look upon this imagery, you godless heathens.
Yeah.
With strong religious undertones. It did come out really good.
It did. I love it. And I love my new one. And I need to put it up. But I have not. It's after Christmas.
Yeah. Only 364 days more till Christmas.
No more Christmas.
Hey.
Wake me when it's Halloween.
Wake me up. It's kind of weird just hearing, like, lambent Christmas music, like just leftovers at work. Because for some reason they're still playing Christmas music. It's like...
I swear someone has been, like, blaring music all day.
Yeah. They're rude people. It's a freaking... I mean, I know it's the holidays, but still, it's like a Thursday. Or Friday. What day is it? Yeah, it's Friday.
Friday.
Like, bruh.
Because it was Add Touch Thursday for Halloween.
Yeah.
Christmas. Damn it. We're both wrong. There we go.
It's the day after cake day.
My birthday?
No, the other cake day. There's 3 cake days. Your birthday, my birthday, and Quimbo. And technically any day you're walking around.
Shut up.
I may joke.
I kill you.
Diable.
Y'all can goon, just like goon to specific goonable pictures.
Please goon in the designated areas.
Yeah. Please goon responsibly. I have a picture for this, actually. Hang on.
Is it just a dehydrated husk?
No. I'm so bad at saving pictures of myself, damn it. Why are you
Go for it.
blaring music on a Thursday after Christmas?
Is it just that jerkwad sitting outside in his car again? Or
Probably.
is it bad you're thinking of an OC inspired by Owen? Nah, go for it.
No, I've made a bunch of people's fucking OCs. Never mind, I can't find it. I had this picture of me and it was a sign that said, Goon, you can do it! Because it was go on, you could do it. Never mind. I'm sure I have it somewhere, but I can't find it at the moment. I've designed like 3 OCs and I think someone else is asking for one.
Mm-hmm. More lambs. Infinite lamb array.
Though I did have to tell one person, like, if I do that, this will just be Ewan again. When they wanted some changes. And they were like, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. It's Friday in California.
I know, it's fine.
What? Shoot!
I just didn't want you to have another Ewan. If you want Ewan, you could just pay it for Ewan.
Owen is very Owen.
Even though I haven't drawn them the same since I started.
That's half the fun. I mean, you tend to draw me all silly ways in many different varieties.
That's true. My art is not very consistent. It's fine, I don't care.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. You can experience joy.
People are happy. I don't care.
No, everything must be on the designated model, and no one cares.
As long as they look good, I don't care.
Yeah.
My shit's cartoony. Cartoons aren't always necessarily on model.
Mm-hmm. Go with the Steven universe. Does it look right? All right. We have key components, and beyond that, who cares?
That's really it, yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. The void.
I like to call my followers voidlings.
Yeah.
Because I am squid of void
Creature.
creature. Oh, I just heard a beep. Maybe he stopped. I swear it's been since like 1 p.m. How do you even listen to music for that long?
Probably sitting out there
Smoking weed.
smoking weed. There was a guy today on my way home that like people were being idiots and like whipping around in lanes and stuff, and I was like, man, what is going on here? And then it's like, oh, this dude is high as shit. He's driving like part way into one lane and is going like 10 miles slower than everybody else.
That's wild.
And like, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. I love that song.
I'm like, brother, you're going 10 miles slower than everyone else in the middle of the road.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
It was like, my guy, it is 3 p.m. on a Friday and you are blasted. What the fuck?
I don't think I could even like risk driving
Right?
high if I could avoid it.
No.
If there was an emergency, I think I'd just get an Uber.
Yeah.
When we were like really high off that one thing, I was worried about you just leaving the house. And I was like, no, husband, come to bed and snuggle with me where I know you are safe.
Don't just wander off while
I was worried
person.
you might, and then like fall down the stairs or something and hurt yourself. I
That's
don't
fair.
know. I don't get very high. I just get excitable for a little bit.
Yeah, that was weird. Like that was not our usual stuff, and it was not fun. Our usual stuff is just like, tee, I'm very chill and it's fine.
Mine just make me frisky.
And then like that one was like, oh yeah, it's pretty fun. Okay. Why am I third person? Uh-oh.
I'm gonna stare at my husband's tummy.
Literally just like, did I say that out loud or did I think that? And then I've just been standing here for like 2 minutes. I don't know.
I went and laid down. But I'm more affected by stuff than you are in general.
It was like I could feel myself like zoning in and out. Like literally just like, I'm back now. That's good. Oh, and I'm gone.
I don't really like to be inebriated in general.
Nah.
Besides a certain extent.
That would
I don't
like,
like not being in control of my faculties.
yeah. Like I said, like at one point I literally was just like, did I say that to her or did I think I said that and I never actually left my mouth?
I feel very vulnerable when I'm too messed up on things, man.
Yeah, and it's just like,
I don't know how people feel really comfortable on that. They must have lived a more comfortable life than I have. Like, damn.
yeah, and it was like, I'm not gonna take any more of those. And especially like it took freaking 2 days to sober up fully from it. I was like, what the shit?
What the fuck?
It's like, oh yeah, this is the same dosage as your usual one.
It must just be different with like edibles than gummies or something like that.
It really like just, I think that was like a full batch kind of thing and not just like our usual gummies or something. I don't know. All I know is like, supposedly the muffins, she tastes like a fish cake. Or
I would be a fish cake. Yeah, I'd be like one of those little Japanese fish cakes, the Narutos.
yeah.
That's what I'd taste like. Please don't eat me. I gotta draw things. Tell you what, when I get haircuts,
Yeah.
my head is a tentacle.
Sell the
My hair is a
tentacles.
tentacle. I could just cut y'all some off, and y'all got like taco sushi.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Make takoyaki when she gets a haircut.
Yeah. Y'all free to eat my hair.
Yeah.
It is just more squid. No.
It goes back.
Does it hurt when you wear?
Regeneration.
I do wonder if it hurts animals who regenerate their limbs when you think about it.
I've always wondered that with the ones that lose like tails and stuff, you know?
Male octopuses, one of their tentacles is their penis, and they can just give it to the woman. So surely it doesn't hurt that much when you get rid of them.
You would think. Like that's
Maybe it's a little annoying. Maybe it's like losing like a hangnail or something, or
maybe.
pulling off a piece of skin.
Yeah, like, cause like you know, with like a lizard, they just drop that thing and run.
Yeah, because that thing doesn't have really like a lot of
But like,
nerves and junk attached. Same with like horns.
yeah, but like normally like it moves around and wiggles and stuff, so at least it has some nerves and some muscles in it. But like, I've always wondered about that. Like, does that like, obviously it causes distress, they drop their tail, but like, does it actually hurt? Or is it just like a, oh no, and then it falls off? Like crabs. They all, like, their claws come off like it's nothing.
I don't think crabs are smart enough to experience pain. I'm gonna be 100 with you.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think there's enough going on in them.
I'd give you that. I don't, there's,
I think they just exist.
crab knows only eat and pinch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I always wondered. Like, I just kind of assumed that either like it felt like nothing or like they're already anxious anyway, so it just drops off and like it's just feels like anxiety, I guess.
I mean, pain is just like a don't do this response. So I don't know necessarily if they'd like suffer
Yeah.
from pain. Like they're intelligent enough to actually like suffer. Not that you should hurt animals or anything like
Right.
that. Because you'd stress them out. But stress is kind of different than suffering.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd like suffer from pain. They might like, I don't even know if their pain lasts longer than the sensation.
Yeah, that's...
Their brains might just not be strong enough to be like, oh, I lost a thing. Oh, okay, don't do that again.
Yeah.
I had a little pain now, and my brain isn't smart enough to keep doing that.
And literally just like, well, tail came off, run
Yeah.
away. Like, I could totally see that being the extent of what they, like, even just process from it at all.
Who knows, man? We always put like human emotions and stuff on animals.
Yeah.
I don't think you should hurt animals. There's no reason to make animals suffer more than they have to.
Right.
But I really don't think they feel things or think about things in any way similar to what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And to put that on them just seems like putting too much on this animal that it doesn't even care about.
Yeah.
It's like when people want to gender their dogs. Like they're like, no, he can't have a blue scarf because he's a girl or whatever. I don't know.
Like, they're colorblind. They can't tell
Yeah, they
anyways.
can't tell. They don't care. They just care that you're here and you're happy. So, I imagine smaller animals, or like weirder, simpler ones like lizards and stuff, they probably not processing all that much.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably don't care.
Yeah.
That probably didn't last for more than the sensation, and I hate to say it, they probably don't have the best memory about it. Now, birds might.
Yeah, I can
Things
see
like
that.
birds. Octopuses might. But I don't think lizards do, I'm sorry. And I'm sure there's some lizard biologist out there who could correct me.
Yeah.
Come, lizard biologists! Wherever you are.
It could be like, you know, like flies.
Flies do not feel pain.
Flies are so simple, they will be like, oh yes, I need to clean my eyeballs, and pull their own head off, and then get confused why that didn't work.
I'm sorry, flies don't feel pain. They're stupid.
They're stupid.
I don't think most bugs feel pain, period.
Yeah. I mean, like, they just don't have the capacity to. It's not necessary.
I'm sure bug psychologists will come on here.
I mean, like, you know, like the, like locusts when they get like, this is the
Yeah.
fungus that makes your butt fall off. Like, they're just, like, they're pretty much just little biological engines, and as
Yeah.
long as there's enough of them in there to keep working, like, that's it.
They're basically just hydraulics with legs.
Uh-huh.
Hydraulics with a need to eat. I don't think they feel pain.
This is hydraulics with opinions.
We seem to think there's like something beautiful and sacred about life. No, sometimes it's just hydraulics that need to eat.
Yep.
I'm gonna be 100 with you. I don't think bugs feel pain.
Yeah, counter argument, moas.
Yeah, moas don't feel pain.
What if the one guy, like, this is a leather trash bag that has the nutritional value of, like, a newt?
Like, I really don't think if pain was necessarily beneficial to your survival. And if you're not smart enough to, like, process that pain as anything more than, like, get away from thing immediately,
Yeah, this is
the creature probably don't feel that much pain.
it's like, this is just a basic stimuli to keep you from being on fire.
Yeah. So, though I imagine they feel pain as stimulus, I don't think they feel constant pain. Their brain is just like, don't do that again. Maybe, if they're smart enough. It might not be.
It's not the case for moas.
Yeah. Whereas, like, humans and, like, birds and, like, dogs and I imagine cats, stuff like that, probably can process that a lot more. So they could probably feel pain longer. Because there's no benefit to feeling pain longer unless you can learn from that pain.
Yeah.
So I doubt there's actually probably a lot of animals that feel pain besides the immediate sensation. Some of them, I imagine, they don't even feel the immediate sensation. They just feel sensation and react.
Yeah.
That's probably how crabs do. They just feel sensation and react, so tearing off their little claws to fight each other probably don't do much for them.
Yep. Like, well, that's annoying, and now I'm less able to get a mate.
Yeah.
Still gonna try.
It's why I don't like putting people thoughts onto animals. I just don't think it's beneficial. I don't think it's helpful to understanding how animals feel.
Yeah.
Don't hurt an animal, but don't think that, like, oh no, I've dishonored this crab by eating it, I guess. Be more upset about, like, fishing and how it depletes shit. Like, that's way more important to the crab, having their fucking environment. Be more upset about things like the environment.
Yeah. That, there's a So Thailand celebrated their their conservation efforts and stuff, and they had a big thing this year. And as part of that celebration, they found out through some trail footage that a cat that is native to that area that they thought was extinct and hasn't been seen for 30 years is actually still alive. And it's because they've been conserving the wetlands in their area.
Wetlands are very good.
Because in a really weird statement, this cat is essentially evolving back into the water.
That's cool.
So it is called a flathead cat because, I kid you not, that's apparently nicer than calling it the five-head cat. Because it has a weird slanted flat head and an elongated body. And it actually has webbed feet.
Wow.
So it can go through the water in the wetlands.
That's too cool.
So its tail has shortened and thickened. Its body is relatively short. It's about 5 pounds, they said. And
He's so tiny.
yeah, it's a little small guy. But this cat is evolving towards the water because its primary food is fish.
Fish.
So, you know, it's basically filling the otter niche in the area.
That's cool.
But yeah, they thought it was extinct, and they haven't seen it for 30 years. And they set up some trail cams in the places where conservation efforts have been ongoing, and they spotted it.
Yeah.
So it's still alive. This weird little freak.
More animals are always good. We're always discovering like beneficial medicine and shit from animals, and just having even animals that you don't find that stuff from in the wild helps the ecosystem that can potentially like cure cancer one day, and that's such a good thing.
It's like
Everyone's like, oh, you're just protecting these like weird little birds. All that. Those
Yes.
birds are part of an environment that also has like all these other things. Some of these frogs, lizards, even those birds might solve cancer one day. So shut the fuck up.
Like, look, man, these things are here because they have evolved to fill a niche. They are doing something in that environment. Ergo, them being around is a more complete environment.
Like keeping the wetlands from just being destroyed, and then your house gets horribly flooded.
Like there was a place that some invasive plants had started coming into, and so what they did was essentially bomb it with like locusts and pest insects and stuff that are native to the area that were eating that thing.
Cool.
And that way, like, not only was there more like local species brought back to the area, but also they were actively eating that thing because the other local stuff had evolved defenses against those kind of pests. Whereas that invasive one had not. And so they were able to just go ape and eat that en masse.
Every time a species dies out, we lose a little bit of science we can learn from that species.
There's always so much to learn.
I know, right?
That's the way I look at it.
And
as.
some things are going to naturally die out anyway. Extinction is a natural process, unfortunately.
Like
But it's been increased by people.
like pandas eat bamboo. Like
Pandas should kind of be extinct.
there is no force on Earth that could stop bamboo from being around. But pandas are just, they're really bad at bear. And like we put in a lot of conservation, and yes, there is a lot of problems of human encroaching into that kind of thing. But like the panda's territory is anywhere there's
Koalas
bamboo.
should also be dead. Koalas get by just being so unintrusive
They're so
and so fucking stupid.
they are so
Koalas also don't feel pain.
they're so nutritionally useless that they just continue. Nothing
Let's all
wants
name
them.
stupid animals that probably don't feel pain.
Pandas, not pandas, koalas are actually like somewhat smooth-brained.
Yeah.
Because the stuff they eat is so toxic, they can't develop proper mental capacity.
Koalas don't feel pain.
They are assigned stupid by their existence. They're also a leading purveyor of chlamydia.
Yeah, everyone name an animal you think is so stupid it doesn't feel pain.
Yeah, personally,
But we should protect it and not hurt it.
I always post up the moa moa because I love the sunfish. They're a wonderfully pretty animal. They are gargantuan. They are actually as big or larger than people, which is something you don't really think about when you see pictures of
Oh
them.
yeah, they're so big.
Because like usually there's no like frame of reference around until one time you see a diver near it, and in like a full-ass human being is a quarter the size of this fish that has the nutritional thing of a plastic bag.
I don't think sharks feel pain after the initial sensation.
I would agree.
They're kind of stupid too, bless them.
Yeah, sharks and crocodiles are extremely
I don't think
specialized.
crocodiles feel pain because they wouldn't care. And nothing can hurt them.
I mean, like, well, we know that they don't really care. Like, there's been ones of crocodiles missing, like, their entire upper jaw
Yeah.
past the eyeball.
Yeah.
And this thing is still just, like, trying to one-half jaw food down its throat.
Bro, I don't think crocodiles are just too stubborn to feel pain.
They are angry
I'm gonna be
lizards.
100 with y'all. They're too stubborn to feel pain.
This is a lizard that evolved during the dinosaur era and went, yeah, I'm good enough. What are you going to do about it?
I don't think ostriches feel pain.
They don't have any brain.
It's just sensation to these things. They feel sensation, they hear something, they feel something, they run and kick the shit out of it.
And kick the I mean, like, the Australians did lose a war
Yeah.
against those birds because they don't.
That was the emus.
They are smaller ostriches. And yes, it was the emus. There was 20,000 emus, and the Australian military, with machine guns, lost. They had to retreat from the field because, like, gunning down the birds didn't do anything. They just kept coming at them, and there's something to be said about volume when you have 20,000 birds running up on you.
Cats can feel pain. They can understand pain, and they can understand they're not supposed to do something, they just don't care.
And choose to do it anyways.
Yeah. They will understand you don't want them to eat your soup. They will still try to eat your soup.
You know you're not allowed on the leather sofa. Okay, I'll just be on the leather sofa when you're not looking.
They'll know that the hot soup will hurt their little tails. They will still try to eat the hot soup.
I wish to eat the salami. What do you mean it will poison me? I want it.
Dogs feel pain and they will feel sad about it.
Dogs feel pain in an emotional way, and they will
No!
be upset about something even if you don't even know why they're upset.
Don't say that. We want to get a dog. I'm going to be so sad whenever it's sad.
Like, you always see the dog, like, the person's like, you know what you did, and the dog is, like, visibly shaking and, like, looking away and stuff. No, it knows that you are upset, and it is too stupid to remember what it has done to cause the upset, including while still being in the pile of dirt because it knocked over the pot.
But it knows you will feel bad because it looks cute and like it feels bad.
I am showing the pack behavior of deference and nervousness because you are being mean.
I'm looking up at you with my big old eyes, submissively. You won't be mad at me, why? And I'll be like, no, I'm not mad at you. And Paul will be like, don't give in. I'll be like,
The stupid cat that has just eaten its 4th fucking ribbon on the balloons again. You know
blessed.
the Mylar is deadly, you little shit, as you're pulling foot after foot of fucking ribbon out of its idiot mouth.
Look, they're just stupid, and I love them.
Hello, I wish to eat the chalupa. It has onions and garlic. Chalupa.
You eat the chalupa. I want to eat the chalupa. Why you no let me eat chalupa?
You're holding the cat back by its fucking face.
Its little eyes stretched. It's like, chalupa. I know you don't want me to have this, but it just makes me want to have it. Bah!
Father, I crave. No, you little bastard.
I'm going to sneakily grab this.
Little paw on the edge of the table just tapping around trying to feel for a plate.
I love those videos where, like, the cats, like, try to do something they're not supposed to and then, like, act like they didn't, which means they're smart enough to, 1, know there's something they're not supposed to do, 2, know they've been caught, and 3, lie.
Yeah.
They're so fucking smart. I love them.
They are capable of planning. They just plan stupid shit.
These things are going to take over when we're dead.
I mean, yeah.
They're going to roll the dogs. Because dogs are stupid.
Dog's not smart. I mean, like, every time you see, like, a cat knows that the dog is way larger than the cat. The cat doesn't care. The dog thinks it is dog-sized, and obviously a cat is dog-sized.
I wish to play with Knife Dog.
Mom, Knife Dog is blocking the stairs. You are literally 10 times as heavy as the cat. But Knife Dog, it looked at me funny ways, and now I'm
He
scared.
hisses and scratches. I'm bigger than some cats, and they can scare me.
Like, why do you think
But
that...
I also don't want to hurt the kid. Maybe they just like them and they don't want to hurt them.
No.
Aw.
They are actually afraid. Like, you will see a cat will slap the shit out of a tiger or a seal or things like that.
I like how the seals are just like, meh.
They know the cat can't actually hurt them, but the cat will keep slapping them until they get out of slapping range.
Seals can feel pain. But they'll just like get out of the way and find a nicer place to sleep.
The seals are just slow, bro.
I just love how chill seals are. And then they make them so scary in every penguin movie.
Oh, yeah.
You want the most terrifying thing in a fucking movie? Watch a penguin movie that has a fucking seal or a killer whale in it. Like, goddamn.
Okay, killer whales are assholes, though.
Dude, seals are even scared of killer whales. You ever see that one video where the seal gets on the person's boat?
Yeah.
And there's a killer whale swimming around? There's a penguin with that, too.
Like, killer whales are dicks.
They're
Like,
scary, man.
orcas have
They
been...
are assholes. Like, damn.
They are literally like, they will beach themselves to eat a penguin out of
Orcas
spite.
feel pain. Orcas also have fads. There were some orcas who were wearing fish as a hat. Dead fish.
And they taught others.
Yeah, and they taught others, but then the older orcas started to wear it, and they stopped for a while because it got lame. That's how smart orcas are. They not only can have fads, but they can realize when they get lame.
The boomers are wearing it. Hello, the youth. I'm wearing a hat too.
Thank you for that, honey.
I had to.
That was great. I love you. I gotta clip that later, goddamn. That was just beautiful, honey. I love you so much. I'm so glad I married you.
You see an orca roll up with like a bonnet and glasses and like a fish on its head.
Oh my god.
But it's like the wrong fish.
There was that time orcas, I don't think they're doing it anymore, unfortunately. But there was that time orcas were like sinking boats and shit.
Oh, they're still doing it.
Okay, cool. They're like sinking yachts and crap. And people weren't sure necessarily if it was like one lady orca or if it was one lady orca telling other people to do it. I actually just drank the last of my drink and put it away.
Oh,
Sorry.
I get you some.
Well, no, I got more
Oh.
drink, but I just drank. I'm going to have to pee if I drink again, which I might have to anyway. Or they're not sure if there was this one lady orca that taught the rest of them. Because originally it was one woman orca that got fucked up by a boat. And she was like, fuck them boats.
Hate them
Paul,
boats.
say it as an orca.
Fuck them boos. Well, like,
And so they weren't sure if it was the same orca or if it was her kids or if she just taught everyone fuck them boats.
it seems like it's been passed around because it's been in other areas now where like boats have been getting sunk by orcas.
I will actually stretch. Yeah. I think I'll actually go pee. We only have 2 left, so it should be fine. I was a little worried about making it, but we got it. So,
Orcas are smart enough to recognize the rich and bully them.
well, we got 3 left counting this one, but
Because you notice, they don't go after fishing boats and stuff like
I
that.
will be right back. I'm gonna go pee.
Woo!
Woohoo!
He-
Well, they don't attack the fishing boats. They got fish.
That's the thing, like, you would think they would tip over a fishing boat because it's full of fish. Or, like, bother a fishing boat because they might throw them some fish. But nah, they leave that alone, generally. There was, I think it was a shark. There was one time where they pulled the net out and they're trying to get this stupid thing off the boat because, like, you die in the air, idiot. And the whole time they're struggling with this thing, it is literally sitting there just horfing down mouthfuls of food from the fishing net. And they're desperately trying to get it to stop. And I believe it was a shark, but it was hilarious because it's like shoveling down mouthfuls of food while dying. And I 100% understand. Bully the rich, as you all should. But there's been there was a recent dive So of course they've been showing all the cool animals they found on the, sending the equipment down to look at things. And I love seeing all the deep sea animals. They're so cool. And not even like, the nightmare fish from the really dark, just the general, like, cool fish in general. Like, seeing the neat octopodes. They found some young octopodes in the one area that were like weird blue ones that were kind of funky shaped. And seeing for a little bit there, they were really confused because they couldn't figure out what the one animal was. Turns out it was a hermit crab that was using an oyster shell instead of like regular like snail shells or things like that. Just because that area, the hermit crabs had evolved to be able to like adhere onto stuff. So like technically it could use a rock as a shell, but it had apparently either eaten an oyster or found an oyster eaten and was using half a shell. So it had like a flat butt. It was bizarre. And they had there were isopods at one point. They turned on the lights to like attract more stuff, and there was like a whole gaggle of isopods on the one probe. So that was really cool. And there was that Pokemon that's the flat centipede. There was essentially another critter that looked like that, but very pretty with like reds and blues under the water. So I love aquatic critters. They're so neat and weird. Because it's such a different world. So they evolve to such different stuff. So like the stressors and pressures and things like that are entirely different. So you have like a snail that has evolved a shell that uses iron oxide in it because it's near thermo vents. So it's got high heat and lots of sulfur and stuff. So it just integrates it into the shell. And now you have this snail that's really hard for things to eat because it's literally made of metal. And that's pretty cool. And also, everything becomes crab. Everything is returned to crab. If there's nothing you learn from science and evolution, then learn that. What is the most likely outcome of something? Crab. Thousands and thousands of years of evolution, more crab. There are multiple times where things have evolved back to crab in entirely different situations because crab is just prime. Oh yeah, now we're gonna evolve into this cool thing. No. What is the most likely outcome? Humans will evolve to crab too. At least if we're still on Earth. Most likely outcome, crab.
Are you working tomorrow, hon?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Saturday.
I thought you might have said you had that one off, but I forgot.
No.
Oh well.
I had Thursday off because it was Crimbo.
Work, bitch.
I do.
Da-da.
Now the real question is, when we get into space, will we evolve into space crabs? Monkey or crab, true. What about, hear me out, crab monkey? Monkey with shell. Or just crab with fingers. Just find a crab and put like those little baby doll hands on its little claws.
I do like that picture of the crab with the baby doll head for a shell.
Oh yeah. There are some crabs that actually use tools and things. It's pretty neat. There's that one, the pom-pom crab, that actually just goes around and they're like, they don't just like pluck those little sea anemones and carry them around. Like those are actually alive. They're literally carrying these little living things around because like they sting the shit out of stuff. So you can just like, it's basically like having a little dagger pom-pom.
I'm doing chemical warfare.
Yeah, I mean, they're smart enough to understand that if I carry this thing around, it doesn't hurt me, and I just carry it around and it'll be fine. But also, it makes it easier for me to get food because I can just whap a fish with it and they stop moving. They are exactly as smart as they need to be. And I love that for them. There's so many things that just like, they have evolved in a very particular niche, in a very particular way. And it's so cool to see what their like solution to a problem was. Because there's so many that like, they all live in the same place kind of deal, but they have wildly different solutions to a thing. So like there's that one shrimp that has one big honking claw and one big claw, and they can use it to communicate, but they can also use it to crush a bubble underwater and make a big old pop at things and cook other stuff with it. But they also use it to communicate, like, oh no, there's stuff that's eating us, clack, because that sound wave travels really well underwater. And they live in little colonies. They live, I believe they live in coral, if I remember right. But yeah, they live in little colonies, and there actually is like a queen shrimp amongst the other shrimp.
I am the queen shrimp.
This is the prime shrimp, and it's the only one that's allowed to breed. Oh no, the prime shrimp is dead. I'm the prime shrimp now. Because they just have little like...
The prime shrimp has fallen. I, star shrimp, am the new prime shrimp.
Star shrimp. He would be.
You gonna question star shrimp?
Mega crab has fallen. I, star shrimp.
Yeah.
They haven't even fallen. Just Megatron is just tipped over on their back, but they're in the water, so
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter. Would Optimus Prime also be a crab?
I don't care. I only care about Starscream.
That's true. Star Shrimp is ultimate life form.
Look, I don't care about any other Transformer shit. I just like Starscream.
That's fair.
Only man I care about.
Starscream, the best character.
Yes. Also the worst.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes him great.
I also like Soundwave just because War Criminal.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He got big titties.
The fattest tits.
Gotcha, you figuretto.
Just draw like Starscream doing like staring at the tits meme at Megatron, and then Megatron doing the staring at the tits meme at Shockwave.
Why are his tits so big?
Efficient.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
He modifies himself, so like that might actually be like maybe he made room for a bigger generator or something. Like he is. That is the best way to describe Starscream. They are the worst.
I love them. I don't love good men. I love pathetic men.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like Jax.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm loving watching him fall apart. Yeah.
You love
This is exactly what I wanted.
you love pathetic men and seeing them suffer.
Oh, I'm loving it. Oh, I hope he suffers more.
Which is great for Starscream.
I don't want him to get the sweet release of death.
Jesus. I mean, it's true, but also, damn.
He almost did it. I was mad. I was like, you better not fucking distort, you little fucker. You gotta sit here and suffer for my entertainment.
No,
You don't get to abstract, motherfucker. Get over here and lose.
it's like no abstraction. You will suffer like man.
Yes! Rewatching it, I can see why I was not at all interested in him earlier on.
Oh yeah,
I was not interested till like episode 4 where he finally started to get punishment. And I was like, ooh!
because at the start he's just a dick.
Yeah, he's just a dick and he gets no punishment. He's not pathetic. He's just a dick.
Then you get to see him duct taped in the little wheelbarrow, and that's pretty funny. And then there's the food one.
Yeah. I would love a dirty fanfic of that. That would be great.
The food service one, or him
Yeah,
in the
where he,
fucking wheelbarrow?
like, he's in that fucking reform room. That'd be fun as shit. But like when I went to AO3, there wasn't like a dedicated bottom Jax tag, so I was like, I'm not gonna like read through everything to see if he's bottoming or not.
Meh. I'm really surprised they don't have like Bottom Bunny or something for it as like a tag.
Yeah, I know. Because that's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be sexual and bottom Jack.
Yeah.
I want him to cry when he finishes.
I was going to make the joke of Pomni pegs, but we all know Zooble pegs.
Zooble can do whatever the goddamn shit they want.
I love that the fandom universally agreed that Zooble should fuck.
There's actually a lot of, from what I have seen, like, Jax and Gangle, where she'll, like, basically be Shibari on him. Which
Okay.
is fun.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that, especially
Plus,
like...
it makes him bottom, so I'm up for it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with it. Like, that kind of ship, it doesn't interest me in any way. I don't want to say agree with it. It's like, I'm not going to ship that.
Yeah.
I do see the, like, Pomni Jack ship. I think that's actually a pretty good ship. I don't necessarily ship it myself, but I can totally see the justification for that.
And I could see the Gangle one as like Revenge of the Bullied.
You know, like, Gangle's probably also a little bit of a freak.
Oh yeah. You've seen how Gangle looks.
Once she's got confidence, them fucking, like, weeb girls, oof.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
look at me. I didn't do nothing.
You've seen how Gangle looks at Zooble.
I am so curious if they're gonna, like, have that crash and burn, because I think it could crash and burn very easily. Because Gangle is looking up to Zooble way too much.
Yeah.
And Zooble is not a mentally healthy person.
Yep.
I don't know if they're gonna pull that, though. I think people would be very upset.
But
But in my opinion, like, that would fall apart very easily. It might, since there's only so much left, I don't think they have time to, like, do that. But if I was gonna make this a series, I would have that fall apart.
yeah, because
And I say
putting
this
someone on a
someone
pedestal.
who loves both of them and think they would be good for each other, but Gangle is looking way up to Zooble way too much.
She's putting her on a pedestal and putting way too much of her emotional like stability on her. Which, you know, that goes along with the smiling mask and how easily it's broken, but like also yeah.
It's very cute, and I like it, but it's not healthy.
Yeah.
And I think if this was the real world, it would fall apart pretty quickly. Because again, Zooble's not mentally well enough to be an emotional crutch for somebody else, which is not either of their faults. I think they both need to improve as people before they date.
Yeah. And I think they are improving, so
They are.
that does leave like a lot of good room for that.
But Zooble's improving on their own, whereas Gangle is improving by getting attachments to people.
Yeah.
Which is two different ways. And, like, that can help you learn to love yourself. Which Zooble seems to be actively trying to teach her how to do.
Right.
But she's not thinking, oh, I'm loving myself now as a person. They're thinking, oh, I admire Zooble so much and they like me, so I like myself. Which is not a good way to do it.
Yeah.
And again, I say that as someone who thinks they're adorable, and I would love to have them together. They're pretty cute. I would date Zooble. I would probably also date Gangle, but it would suck because we're both bottoms. Though Gangle might be like a secret top.
I think
Gangle wants to be a top.
I agree with you that I think that when she is comfortable enough to like both express herself and try things out, she would definitely be a freak and would absolutely peg Jax.
Oh yeah, she'd be a total freak.
Like, gee, Jax, where did you get those rope burns from? Gangle laughing in the corner.
Yeah. Nerd girls are fucking like. I don't care like how much of a freak. Like you always when I was younger, there was a bunch of like rap songs that were like, "Oh, I want a freak" and stuff like that when they talk about women. And my thought was always like, you ain't anywhere near as freaky as some chick off of fanfiction.net. Like, those bitches with their yaoi and shit like that, nah, you can't even compare to them. Your freak is like, maybe she'll do anal. And their freak is like, beyond human comprehension. I'm sorry.
Joining to Gangle would absolutely peg Jax. Yeah, welcome to a regularly occurring thing here where you will 100% load into some weird ass shit and we're not sorry.
I think if Jax could like handle himself mentally, you could probably train him into a sissy pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, AO3 Rider.
He needs to be trained into it though. He first needs to get mentally better. They all do before they do any of this. But then I think like through accepting his more like accepting, emotional, and potentially feminine side, I think he would actually turn out to be a good sissy boy super well.
I 100% agree. I think that he would be the kind that would definitely like the maid is a really good outfit for that kind of thing. Being that servant and accepting that loss of power.
I think him losing power would really help him.
Yes, I agree. I think he would 100% be in for that.
Bro needs a gaycation.
That's the thing. You got to surrender to the gaycation or you'll be destroyed.
I am so pissed that no one talked about that after that was posted. I was expecting like the internet to start doing like deep dives and finding like I expected a video essay on the like hypno lady that apparently both these guys listened to and finding this group.
Like,
but no one did, and I was so disappointed.
Right? I legit thought that there is no way someone didn't find this. Like, someone has to have found it.
Why would you not go looking for the woman who's like sissy hypnotizing training men into going on vacations?
Yes, we did see the vacation.
Everyone did a fucking like Reddit reading post about it. Like every single one. There's a gaycation demon. Go search gaycation anywhere, you'll find it. You want to listen to someone read a Reddit story?
Yeah.
Listen to someone read the gaycation, man.
Oh, man.
Fucking Clicked made a gaycation demon.
Like, that's such a wild thing to just be like, wow, that's interesting, and then not go any deeper at all. Like, really?
It. I was so pissed.
It's like, how? Like, that would just, I would come unglued if I couldn't find out more about it.
Because we found out in the story, both the husband who wanted the gaycation and I think it was like his brother-in-law. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. And like they both eventually they found out that they were both into like this group that was like the sissification of men, and it was like one of those like hypnotism people. Like that one
the
furry
hypno
artist
ASMR,
who was like. They were like all themed to hypno shit, which is a real shame. She was like a pedo and a like bestiality lady because her voice was very nice. But like, I want to know who that is.
Yeah.
Let me know. I want to know. Can you show me?
The internet provides us some wild shit sometimes, and like people will just let it be and not like dive any deeper, and that's amazing to me.
Reddit, the people who like falsely accuse someone of being like the Boston bomber couldn't find the gaycation person.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that one. I listen to a lot of video essays, and sometimes it's about like fucked up people on the internet. I don't really like get into like drama posts or anything, but I will like listen to things after like a lot of the drama has gone after. I have a weird fascination with how horrible people can be in the world.
Yeah, some people are.
But yeah, she was messed up.
I don't know, like...
Again, it was a shame. She had a hot voice.
Well, I mean, that's probably why they were doing it.
I found it.
Video essays, the backbone of the internet.
Bro, I sit at my computer all day and do art for y'all.
Oh, she watches Behind the Bastards 100.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorite podcasts. I used to listen to a lot more podcasts, but I've kind of fallen off on everything except that and Sawbones. Which I have listened to long enough for their baby to be a gurgling little thing in the background to, like, her doing a whole episode of the podcast, which is wild to me.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, Behind the Bastards is really fun. It's really interesting to listen to.
I love horrible people, man. Well, I don't love them like...
Yeah.
They're good. I don't like terrible people in real life, but it's always fascinating to see how horrible humans can be to each other. I mean, my ears are open all day. If I didn't have that or audiobooks, like, I'd go a little nuts.
I always find it funny, too, like, because she listens to Behind the Bastards, and sometimes I'll be like, oh, man, I feel like this book is definitely a scam of some kind. And then I'll come home and ask her, and she'll be like, there was an episode about that. And then, like, we'll go and listen to, like, what, like, awful thing is going on there. And it's like, oh. So
I also
was
like
right.
quacks.
Yeah.
I love that kind of shit.
America, the fine purveyor of quackery.
Really.
Leading export of
It
quackery.
used to be fun. Now they're like the fucking ghoul who runs the health shit is in on it, so.
But if we don't do more quackery, how will we be able to get ahead of things? I don't know, basic science?
Well, they're not funding the sciences. They
Yeah.
need money. And most people can't afford healthcare, and that's how quackery gets so big.
Mm-hmm.
Can't afford healthcare, you might as well do the,
The silver, because hey, why
Yeah.
not? The worst that happens is I turn blue.
well, worst that happens is you die because of the thing you're taking. Second worst that happens is you die because you didn't get any actual help for your disease. Third thing that happens is you turn blue or your nose falls off.
I mean, they're already thinking they were turning blue, or sorry, they're already thinking they're dying. So, and that's what they prey on, is the people who don't have any choice.
It's very sad.
Mm-hmm. That
We are like a third world fucking country, man.
that's why I stopped working at GNC, because all of that shit was geared just to prey on people. Like, it was just a constant thing, and it's just like scam after scam after scam. You know, I was watching that thing talking about honey this morning, the browser extension, not the food source.
Yeah.
And they were talking about, like, a lot of these places actually stopped doing partnerships with like podcasters and stuff because yeah.
Yes!
Oh yeah. Yeah, fall down that rabbit hole.
Dude, yeah.
That is
I
a
hope it's
wild
like
ride.
the most complete version of it where they actually like get them to admit where they found it and shit, because oh my god.
It is a wild ride.
That is like the most wild ride of any Reddit story on the damn internet, I swear.
But they, because of the shenanigans Honey was doing, a lot of them had to stop partnering with podcasters, right?
Yeah.
Because podcasters don't usually do an affiliate link. You're not in a way that you'd be able to click something. They'd give them codes. And because Honey
Yeah,
was...
because you're just listening to it.
Right. And because Honey was stealing codes actively, they were also actively sabotaging those affiliate codes. So, like, these businesses would either A, have to be paying out a shit ton of money to a podcaster, even though they couldn't show that any of those people had actually come over, or they'd have to just stop letting the code work. And Honey was extorting them to be like, hey, you can either join our affiliate and allow a flat percentage, or we'll just keep using all these stolen codes. You don't get to turn things off.
That sucks too, because like if they had just done their side of the deal and stuff like that, if they had just done what they said they would do,
Yeah.
no problems would have been had
Yep.
at all. But because they have to have all the money forever, we get this kind of shit, and it sucks.
And they were evil from the start, is how I'll put it.
Yeah.
Their intent was never saving money or
Yeah.
anything like that. Their intent was never to be a useful function. Their intent was to monitor your traffic and
Yeah.
harvest all your data and then be bought. That was their entire plan.
I kind of always thought so.
Yep.
I was like, why would they do this? Like, I don't want something to track my purchases.
And that's the thing. If they were on the up and up,
You can't trust shit these days, I swear.
yeah, and if they were on the up and up, it would be like, hey, we will help push traffic to you. We get a small cut. They save a small percentage of a set amount instead of just like random codes and things, and everybody's happy. That would be a normal business relationship. That's not what they were in for. They were in for harvesting infinite data and then being bought, because that's
Yeah.
what they wanted. They wanted to be purchased for their data network.
Yeah. And it really sucks too, because like they could have just done that, and people be like, "Oh yeah, I'll raise my prices, but give out coupons," which is like JCPenney does.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, you got a coupon, we'll just raise the prices to compensate."
Right.
Which some of them do like in real time now on the websites, but they could have just been like that, and people would think they're getting a deal, or they could have just like sold stuff overpriced anyway, and like someone has a coupon, they think they're getting a deal, but really like they're making cost easy anyway.
Yeah.
It could have just been an easy like either way we're both fucking over the customers, but at least like people get to buy things and the people get the like the feedback from to the podcast and all that shit. But no, they couldn't, because you can never just do the thing you're gonna do. You gotta have all the money forever in the most horrible way possible.
Infinite money and screw everybody over. Yep.
You can't just do a job anymore. It's the same way, like, if I want a product, I can't just buy a product anymore because I have to think they're, like, fucking with me 5 ways to Sunday. Even though I would buy a product if it did what it said it did. But I don't know if it does what it says it does because you can't know anymore.
Like, I mean, that Nexus Playground, like, it's a Kinect. It is just straight up the Kinect off the Xbox. That's all it is. There's nothing else there. Comma, they're not there to sell you that Kinect. The Kinect is cheap and easy to make. They don't care about that. What they're there to sell you is the subscription to the games, which is a yearly subscription to phone games. It's got Fruit Ninja on it.
There, when I got the, I wanted to get some, like, boxing games or, like, I wanted to try yoga and stuff like that on the VR headset. And I was all up for, like, oh, I'll pay for a thing to do that. That's fine. They were all free, but with subscriptions to actually do it. And, like, I'm not paying a damn subscription. Just give me the damn game.
Yeah.
So I didn't get it. It made me not buy their product.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like subscriptions. I always worry I'm going to, like, forget to pay them. Or I'm going to forget to, like, cancel them. It scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, and that's what they bank on. They're literally, like, even with a lot of those subscription things, the subscription is not necessarily making them a lot of money, but they hope that most of you forget about it.
There's the fact that there's, like, apps that you have to pay for that will get you, like, will remind you have subscriptions so you can cancel them.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's where we got fucked up. We are paying a subscription for a thing that will tell us to cancel subscriptions. Now that is fucked up.
What's the name of that gym that was back in Virginia? Like the gym that's all over the place.
Planet
Like,
Fitness?
yeah, that is their entire business model, is assuming that people forget or it's hard to cancel, because in particular they don't actually, Planet Fitness, they don't actually have the infrastructure for the amount of people who sign up to go use the gym. And this is directly from owners and franchises of that saying that they can't have more than 25% of the people who sign up actually go to the gym at any given moment. So they expect there to be 75% of the people not going to the gym and paying them for that privilege, because otherwise you physically couldn't get in the gym. But like, so that's what's so amazing about things like Steam, that just all they do is provide a service and go away.
Steam is like the only good one in the bunch.
It's so wild that Steam is doing such a nothing burger and is like heralded as this paragon of virtue because they're just not being scummy. Like, that's it. They're just not being awful.
There's a bunch of games that came out. Like, I really want to play Death Stranding 2. I ain't fucking getting a PlayStation for that shit. I'd rather just stay on Steam.
Yeah. And
Steam is like the only one I trust anymore, so I'm not doing it.
I was talking with my coworker, like, we talked about like how Epic always gives out a ton of free games because they, rather than building a storefront that works, they just try to buy things with infinite money. So I just keep taking all the free games from them and not buying anything on it. But also, like, some of the games I did get on there, but then when I actually wanted to play it, it's so bad being on Epic, I actually just went and bought it again on Steam.
Yeah, I had Hades on there because it came on there first, I think. Same with, like, Ooblets. I don't think I've rebought Ooblets. But instead of, like, going through the process of remembering my damn Epic password or something like that, I was just like, I'm just going to buy this for $8 on sale on Steam.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
Epic is so bad, they're actively driving more business to these people just by existing.
I could play this for free on here. but I don't wanna.
Developers making more money because Epic is shitty. Unsurprising, but also hilarious. Yeah. That's really it, because that's all they care about. They want you to be on there for Fortnite and to get the Unreal Engine.
Back when I played Genshin, I didn't play that through Epic. I just played it through their own launcher.
And like, you know, they're in the desperate race to the bottom. So like now, like even just the idea of Fortnite is just like, oh, well, guess I won't be going back to that. And like, I don't know, that there are so many of these games that are desperate for you to spend infinite time and money on them. And how would you spend infinite time on all of them? You couldn't. So that's just a lose business model right off the bat, especially because if it's a new thing that is also trying to get you to spend infinite time and money, and there's already an old thing, you already have the old thing.
Only live service I have is Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
It was like, I stopped playing Tarkov, and like, I do like that style of game. I hate the horribly toxic, corrosive player base actively encouraged by the horribly toxic, corrosive developer who hates them. So like, why am I going to play a game that hates me in particular with a bunch of other assholes who also hate me?
This is a nice brush. I should use it more often.
And like,
Could use more stabilization.
and yeah, like Call of Duty, they want you to spend infinite money and infinite time playing the game, and then when the next Call of Duty comes out, all of your stuff turns off and you need to get it again.
That sounds fucking nuts to me. That's the same with like the fucking football shit.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine ever fucking doing that. That sounds fucked up, man. Man, I remember back when I had like Game Boy Advance games that had sequels. Golden Sun, you could put in a code to get all your things back for Golden Sun 2.
Everything wants to be an extraction shooter because everybody thinks you can make infinite money off of those things, while also not realizing that the only reason why Escape from Tarkov did so well and lasted for so long, despite being garbage and having a developer that hates you, is because at the time it was the only fucking thing around. And it has a corrosive, toxic, just awful player base who is encouraged by an incredibly awful developer. And none of them realize that if you set up this thing and then allow people to be shitty like that, they're all going to leave for the next one, because the next one is nice until all of those people get to it. And so it's the same as all the people that keep, like, for a little bit there was what, like 4 different people that all tried to make a Dead by Daylight game?
Yeah.
And none of them made Dead by Daylight first. They were like, well, ours is Dead by Daylight, but it's only got Jason.
It's got a bunch of different Jasons.
That's cool, but that gives you like 5 options. And they're all the same.
That one that had that kind of cool, like, retro movie look to it. That was kind of nice.
Yeah.
But I didn't play any of them because I don't play multiplayer games.
But like, that's such a limit.
Melody doesn't socialize.
That's such a hard enforced limit that actively sabotages you. And you know what? If you like Tarkov, there's a game on Steam called Escape from Duckov. It's all the good parts of Tarkov, but no fucking assholes.
It's got ducks on it.
And it's got ducks. It's hilarious.
I like ducks.
But if you like, that will play Duckov. That will tell you if you like extraction shooters at all.
Oops.
Just play that game. It's fun. It's cheap. I think the last time it was on sale for like $15. But it gives you all of the good parts of those kind of games without just all of the rest of the garbage associated with it.
Play Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Yeah, since they're not going to make Animal Crossing, you can have Animal Crossing at home.
Well, they updated Animal Crossing recently, but they won't let me reset my island anymore, so...
Yeah.
Not even in the way they tell you to, it doesn't work.
Which, that's just weird.
That pissed me the fuck off. God forbid you get it used now, I guess.
Yeah, no. Gotta actively sabotage people getting a used copy, even though it'll screw over all the people who bought it legitimately. Fuck
and no
you.
one's figured it out yet either. I even went on Reddit.
Yeah.
And they were like, I don't fucking know, man. And I was like, why no one doing anything about this? This is fucked up, bro.
That's so Nintendo, too.
Because the thing will still tell you the old way to do it,
Mm-hmm.
which is not how it works anymore. And you'll go in and try to do it, and it doesn't work, and you like can't delete your file or anything because it doesn't delete the game data because it's up to the cloud now, and you can't
Yeah.
delete from the cloud. You're fucked. I used to like reset and start new Animal Crossing whenever I was depressed,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like play that for a bit till I felt better. I would usually do like a themed island. Yep, there you go. It's wild, ain't
it? We told you, man.
Now you know.
That story was wild from start to finish. Like, look.
It's so wild. I don't think it's fake.
Yeah, no.
No, I 100% believe this story. I don't even care.
I 100% believe this thing is real because, man, people are weird, especially on the internet.
There are some weird fuckers
Mm-hmm.
on the internet, man. And I 100% believe this fucking story is real.
People are just weird.
If people are like, we have evidence that's not real, I'll be like, I'm surprised. I'll believe them, but I'll be like, I'm surprised. I believed it.
Like, I will look at the evidence. I won't believe any of it, but, like, I'll look at it.
As someone who has been amongst weird fetish groups my entire life, no, I believe this.
Bro, I was on Furcadia. I 100% think this is real. If you've ever been around people who do Wolf Forum RPs, you would believe all of this is real.
Chat, is this real?
I know, chat, it's getting worse.
Chat, are gaycations real?
Just in the little straight jacket. Chat, is this real?
Now, I don't know if there were necessarily, like, if there was an actual group set up for this. I think if it was just a few fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
But I totally believe someone, like, 100% believed this and was doing this to somebody. They might have been trying to get them somewhere so they could fucking kill them. Who knows? But I believe it.
Turns out it's actually just like an organ trafficking ring.
I could see that. I 100% could see it. The gaycation.
The gaycation. It's the gaycation that destroys you.
You gotta surrender to the gaycation, bruh.
Or it destroys you.
Oh, that's why it looked weird. This actually goes around the eye.
There
There you go. See, they know.
They know. You gotta. It says it right there in the pamphlet.
Which one was yours? This is the last one, so I've done all the requests.
The Nara.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yep.
the first one. That was the first one we did, actually.
Yeah.
There it is, right up front. Yeah, we are almost done, which means I'm almost done for the year. After this one, I'm cutting y'all off.
Yay.
Cutting y'all off till next year. Yeah, I try to do the higher level ones first, just because they tend to take longer. So, usually every month I'll do like the 40s first, and then go down from there. But usually if I have an errant one of any tier, the higher tier ones will get done first, because they take the longest, and you don't know how much you can squeeze in at the end, and 10s are way faster.
Wattpad community with werewolf fanfics. Oh.
I don't go on Wattpad. I feel like the people there are either too young or even too fucked up for me.
I would say.
Or a combo of the two.
I'd probably say so, yeah.
Even I have my limits.
No, says the melody.
There's not many, but I have them.
Like I said, man, back in the day, I was in Furcadia, I was on forum RPs and stuff, so, like, I have a pretty high tolerance. And some of these people, I'm just like, bro, man, y'all need to chill out a little.
That's why the Goon and responsible places.
Mm-hmm. There's a time and a place for everything.
Is the pick horny? Okay. Is the pick in a place where it is cool to be socially horny? Okay. Is the pick horny? Yes. Is it in a place where it's cool to be socially horny? No. Don't be socially horny. DM the person. Be like, your bitch is horny.
Y'all can just be horny in your little DMs. It's
Oh,
fun.
here's a good question. What are, what they call them?
Sigma?
What are Sigma males in the Alpha Omega universe?
Yeah.
I'm not big into Alpha Omega stuff. I know the basic stuff thanks to Lindsay Ellis and just reading fan fictions. But now I'm curious if that's ever been included. Has anyone seen that included in any Alpha Omega shit? Because I want to know now.
That's Sigma.
I wish to know.
Gotta be on that Sigma grind set. Takes on a whole different meaning.
Whenever anybody mentions, like, I'm an alpha male, that's immediately where my brain goes. It's like, oh, impreg. There was an Alpha Omega anime recently. You can't escape it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, there was also Cherry Wizard, so, like, there's a lot of
Cherry
things
Wizard was
escaping
good.
the internet.
Fuck off.
It was.
That was the best BL fucking anime I've seen in years.
That was one that just took, like, a just terrible internet joke kind of thing, and it was like, yeah, what if we made a series about this? We're gonna do it good. We're going to.
I
But-
mean, Cherry Magic could have been done the same way if, like, the guy just found the other guy's secret blog where he gushes about his coworker. So, like, the fact that he could read his mind just made some parts sexier, if anything. I feel like it could have worked completely without even the Cherry Magic bit
Yeah.
of it. It was just really well written and very, I don't want to say horny. It knew how to use its horny.
Yeah.
Which a lot of BLs do not. I had to, I couldn't keep watching that show with the big blue furry in it. Because though it was horny, I felt it was way too horny, way too fast, and I got kind of uncomfortable.
It was unearned horny.
It was unearned horny. You gotta work up to the horny, okay?
But wasn't that one like, isn't that like the fan fiction of a previous
Yeah,
thing
it's
they
like
did?
a side thing from an actual hentai. But, like, one, again, as much as everyone seems to think I am and that I'm denying it, I'm sorry, I'm not a furry, I'm a monster fucker. And I did appreciate the trying to eat them. That was hot. But I'm just not into the big blue furry wolf guy enough to, like, be like, yeah, let's fuck immediately. This, like, we're on episode 2 and we're going into heat already. Like, this is a little too fast for me. Anyway, that's all for tonight. Y'all can clip that if you want. I don't give a fuck.
What a sentence.
Y'all
to
know
end
what
on.
I draw. You pay me.
It's true.
Y'all about to get, like, 2 smut things, because my 2 comics have, like, 2 extra little side smut things. They'll be great. Yeah, they do. Unfortunately, I am not on the full side of that crossover. I only linger in the middle with Cults of the Lamb, unfortunately. I have nothing against them. I love furries. I wish I was one so I could make more money. And I could draw more furries and get more furries to like me.
Hell
But
yeah.
unfortunately, I'm a big old monster fucker when you get down to it. But anyway, that's the last for this month. We'll be back next year. I'll put, like, an at everyone that they can start posting once I get these posted. Y'all have a good rest of the year. I won't see you till 2026.
Woo!
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. I forgot my
Bye-bye.
ending thing. Like, what was it?